Yo, what's going on guys, this is Keck back here with another Animal Jam video. In today's video guys, we're going to be talking about Animal Jam has just actually gotten sold to another company. So before I do get into that though, I want to quickly talk about today's video giveaway, which is for a black headdress. All you need to do to be entered in this giveaway is first of all like the video, subscribe to the channel with notifications on, and then drop a comment after you finish the video. Let me know what you thought of the video. So this was actually pointed out to me by a friend of mine just moments ago. It seems like this was announced just a couple hours ago. Actually, this was announced as well, so this is actually, you know, pretty big news for Animal Jam and WildWorks as a whole. So I'll just get right into it, I guess. So a company called Nazara Tech actually ended up buying WildWorks. So it says here Nazara Tech acquires US-based WildWorks for Rs 82 crore. I don't know what that means, but it says Nazara Technologies founders and managing director said that the company has acquired WildWorks to strengthen its gaming learning vertical. So it says here, it says gaming and sports media firm Nazara Technologies has acquired US-based WildWorks for 10.4 million in an all-cash deal, the company said on Tuesday, that being the day of this video going out. Nazara Technologies founder and managing director said that the company has acquired WildWorks to strengthen its gaming learning vertical, where it has already been running the learning platform Kidtopia for years, aged between 2 to 7 years. I've done some research on Kidtopia. They actually acquired that 3 years ago, so kind of similar with what they're doing here with WildWorks. So they go on to say here, this acquisition brings Animal Jam IP of WildWorks, which is a gamified learning platform for children in the age of 8 to 12 years. It is an adjacent segment for our learning vertical. We have acquired WildWorks for 10.4 million, and we can now help them in scaling up their operations. He said that WildWorks has a team of 30 people that will continue to operate independently. It then goes on to say they acquired Kidtopia around 3 years ago, and it said when we acquired Kidtopia, it had the revenue of around Rs 30 crore. I'm assuming that's some type of currency. Yeah, it is. In 3 years, we have scaled it up to 200. We expect the momentum with Animal Jam to be the same. The current revenue of WildWorks is 90, and they are a profitable venture. So a lot to unpack here. So 10.4 million, you know, quite a lot for WildWorks, I'm assuming. Obviously, you know, I think WildWorks has made like a lot more than that over its years of being a company and running Animal Jam and whatnot, but this is actually a big deal, especially because, you know, WildWorks isn't the most popular company anymore, and neither is Animal Jam. It's not the most popular game anymore. So when we see something like this and for such a large price tag, you know, kind of crazy to see. So Nazara Technologies anyway, which is going to be now owning or acquiring WildWorks. This is an India-based company, and a couple of things they are wanting to do is obviously scale up operations with WildWorks. I'll kind of get into that in a second, but they also said following the acquisition, WildWorks plans to localize its existing Animal Jam game for new geographies and also develop new apps, as well as build interactive experiences with the brand Nazara. So I'm assuming what that means is Animal Jam's going to be branched out to other countries and continents, so it's going to be translated into other languages. I'm assuming some kind of languages that are spoken in India, because Nazara Technologies is an Indian-based company, and maybe like some other languages like Chinese. Maybe Animal Jam Classic will finally get translated into Russian, because I know Play Wild is in Russian and Classic isn't, which I've made a video on before. So this is pretty big. So the final word we have here from Clark Stacy talking about this is joining Nazara enables a new phase of growth and international reach for WildWorks and our games. Our company goal has always been fun with substance, so of paramount importance to us, finding a partner who shared our commitment to improving kids' lives through play and learning the trust of players, said Stacy, founder and CEO of WildWorks. So this is pretty good. So as I said, I'd get more into them quote unquote scaling up their operations. I believe this has referenced to an interview Clark did a couple months ago. I made a video about that. I'll leave that linked in the end card or in the top right now. But I was pretty much saying Animal Jam is going to finally be updated again, and they were pretty much talking about partnering up with a new company that would actually help them do such a thing, because there's a bunch of things to know when it comes to updating this game. Animal Jam Classic, it runs on a desktop app that's severely outdated hardware, and it's hard to update the game, and they can barely even release the recolors we see be like almost every month and every week in the game. So it's extremely difficult for them to actually update the game to the extent they want to. So for stuff like adding new animals and stuff, it's kind of out of the question at the moment. So when Clark was in that interview and he was talking about scaling up the game and partnering with a new company that would help them optimize everything so they can update the game to the extent they want and introduce new features and branch off into other aspects, this is probably what he was referencing to, because I don't imagine this deal was just, you know, done in within a matter of a few days or a few weeks. This has probably been going on for a few months now, and it's kind of just been under wraps until you know, it was actually announced today. So another thing I want to talk about is Nazara did actually clarify that WildWorks only has a team of 30 people. I actually knew WildWorks had quite a small team compared to, you know, the team they used to have when Animal Jam was in the prime. I guess they wouldn't need all those employees because Animal Jam isn't as popular as it used to be. But this is probably why, you know, the support team is kind of slow and doesn't really help a lot of the time. I'm not trying to bash their support team or whatever, because, you know, they do help at times, but probably why you have to wait a long time to get a response from them, or why there's mostly automated responses for most inquiries when you are contacting support, because there's only 30 people at WildWorks now, especially because they're only managing 2 games and they don't really need like 100 developers for either of Animal Jam Play Wild or Classic for what they are doing on those games. So it's not too surprising, but, you know, just let that be known. I guess it's valuable information nonetheless, something that is good to know as well. So they also, you know, said developing new apps as well as building interactive experiences with the brand. So I'm actually excited to see what that means, because this could mean that they're going to make another Animal Jam game and maybe a spin-off like, you know, we've seen with Tunnel Town and stuff. I'm excited to see what that could actually include. Maybe they might actually finally put Animal Jam Classic on mobile, because I believe, if I recall correctly, they actually did discuss doing that before and they just couldn't get it done with, you know, the utilities they do have. So maybe that's finally going to happen. And that's always been a discussion, you know, Animal Jam on mobile, you know, obviously after Puffin kind of hit the bucket and Flash soon after, Animal Jam on mobile was not something, you know, you could really do anymore. Animal Jam Classic anyway. And a lot of people kind of argued like, oh, it's a desktop game, you know, it would be hard for them to do. But like, not really. I mean, they could just go off the basis of how people were using the mobile game or the mobile app Puffin and using the game that way and kind of build an app from there. Or they could, you know, create a whole different app entirely for it and then just link them up, if that makes sense. I don't really know. Either way, this is huge news. Nazara Tech acquires US-based WildWorks for $10.4 million. Yes. And just to clarify, you know, Clark Stacey, he's still going to be, you know, managing WildWorks and stuff. And same with Jeff Amos, who's also one of the founders of WildWorks. They're going to be leading their current positions in the startup for this acquisition. So that's also something to know. But this is huge news, and I'm excited to see where this kind of takes Animal Jam in the next couple years. So this might be the start of, you know, what we talked about a couple months ago when I made that video talking about Animal Jam being updated. This might be the start of that, and I'm excited to see where it does go. Based on what Nazara said and what they did with Kidopia, I have faith that they can do the same with Animal Jam, and Animal Jam can, you know, at least be scaled up and be a little bit more popular than what it is now, and maybe return to what it used to be anyway. I'm excited to see where it goes. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up here. I thought you guys would like to know all this, because it is pretty big news, and it's pretty big news for the Animal Jam community, especially for you classic players. Even Play Wild, you know. Play Wild, I'm gonna say it, kind of has boring updates, so we might be getting something cool in the future if all this goes well, you know. So we'll have to wait and see where it goes. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up here, guys. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on if you guys do want to be notified on future videos, as well as videos just like this one. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy today's video, and let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below, what you guys think about all this. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic, but I want to hear what you guys think in the comment section below. Yeah, let's go wrap it up. I'll catch you guys in the next one.